Hello everyone, welcome to the online classes of biology for class 12th. Today we will discuss about pregnancy, embryonic development, parturition and lactation. All these are in chapter 3, human reproduction. The learning objectives of this session are pregnancy, embryonic development, parturition and lactation. After completion of the session, you will be able to relate with all the processes and the terms in a better way. Now, let's start with the term pregnancy. During pregnancy, levels of hormones, estrogens, progesterone, cortisol, prolactin, thyroxine, etc. are also increased in maternal blood. They support the fetal growth, metabolic changes in the mother and helps in maintaining pregnancy. As we are able to see in the picture that the embryo is connected to the chorion with the help of umbilical cord, and the chorionic villi are in connection with the uterine tissue of mother. So to maintain pregnancy, hormonal support is necessary. This slide is showing the embryonic development of human. You can easily see that how a single celled structure, that is zygote, develop into a fetus. Simultaneously with the development of placenta, the inner cell mass differentiates into ectoderm and endoderm. And later on, mesoderm appears between the two layers. All these are the germ layers, and that is the reason we are triploblastic organisms. These three germ layers forms all tissues and organs of the adult. 9 months of pregnancy consists of 3 trimesters, and each trimester has 3 months. After 1 month of pregnancy, heart is formed. By the end of 2nd month, fetus develops limbs and digits. Digits are the toes and fingers. By the end of 5 months, eruption of hair on head and fetus shows movements. By the end of 6th month, the body of fetus get covered with fine hair. Eyelashes, eyelids are formed. Ovary releases a hormone called relaxin towards the end of pregnancy, which facilitates the delivery of child. By the end of 8th month of pregnancy in the male fetus, the testis descends into scrotum. We have already discussed why it is important, as the testis has an important role to form male gametes, the sperms, and the sperms need a temperature for its formation that is lower than the body temperature. So, for sperm production, it is necessary that the testis descends into scrotum. Now the term parturition, the process of giving birth or delivery of fetus. It is induced by neuroendocrine mechanism. The signals from fully developed fetus and placenta induce mild uterine contractions. This is called fetal ejection reflex. It is a very important definition for board examination. This causes the release of oxytocin from maternal pituitary. Oxytocin causes stronger uterine muscle contractions, which in turn stimulates further secretion of oxytocin. This process continued, leading to expulsion of the baby out of the uterus through the birth canal. After parturition, the umbilical cord is cut off. The placenta and the remains of umbilical cord are expelled out from the maternal body after the delivery. In the given figure, we are able to see the placenta very clearly, the yolk sac and the uterine cavity and the amniotic cavity. So this picture is also showing the passage by which the fetus in a fully formed condition expelled out. Now the next term is lactation. The mammary glands of the female undergo differentiation during pregnancy and starts producing milk towards the end of pregnancy by the process called lactation. This helps the mother in feeding the newborns. The milk produced during the initial few days of lactation is called colostrum, which contains several antibodies absolutely essential to develop resistance for the newborn babies. That means colostrum provides passive immunity, which in turn gives disease resistance power. Breastfeeding during the initial period of infant growth is recommended, and now I am sure that you people know the reason why it is recommended. Now this is the end of the session. Hope you all have enjoyed it. Stay blessed, stay safe. Thank you.